So we've got a couple of other tools here on the left side of the screen up here at the top. You can see these. The transform, which is a little arrow, the selection, which is a little S tool, and then the little magic wand with the sparkles, which is adjustment. And we'll start off with the transform tool. Now I don't use this a lot once my drawing is kind of set the way I want, but it's great for moving things around, making things bigger, and that's one of the great things about digital art is if you draw an arm too small, then stretch it or whatever with the transform tool. So I don't want to really mess with my sketch here, so I'm gonna duplicate this just by left swipe on the layer. Now when a layer is selected, you can click it again with your finger and it'll bring up this menu with a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to rename this and we'll just call it ink. And I'm going to go to the little arrow tool, and it looks like that's the transform tool, and you can see that it draws a box around what we've drawn here. Now on the bottom down here, there's a couple of options. That's the freeform and magnetic. Now magnetic, what that does is it keeps the ratio the same. Okay, so if I grab this top right hand corner and start dragging in, then you can see that it's resizing that. And actually what I'm going to do, let's undo that, I'm going to turn off these layers underneath so that there's no confusion. So I'm going to get back on my inks layer, hit that little the little arrow tool for the transform, and I can make that smaller or bigger. Okay, and I can do that from any corner. Okay. Alright, so I don't want to transform it in that direction, so we'll leave that alone. Now, freeform at the bottom is another option that lets you squash and stretch things. So if I go to freeform and I grab it, you can see that not only can I resize it, but I can also squash it left or right or up and down. Okay. So we'll undo that. Now the other options down here on the left on the transform tool, I've still got it selected. It's blue up here at the top left. You've got this little symbol with the arrow pointing to the right, which is right here. If I click that, it's going to flip the image. Okay. You've got a vertical flip right next to it. You got rotation all the way around. You've got a fit to the screen, which I don't really want, so I'm going to undo that. You've got a hide. You can hide it. And there's an undo. So if you, let's say that we make a bunch of changes to this, and then I realize it's not what I want, then I can step back using this as well. And I use that more when I'm drawing with the lasso than with the transform tool. So there's some different options to do that, and you can use that in conjunction with the selections we're about to talk about to really get some cool effects. So, and I would normally do this at like a sketch stage, not a final stage, but we'll use an example of that a little bit later. Right now I just want to get through the tools. So let's say, for example, that I want to make that gun bigger, that I think it's too small. Then I can go to my selection tool, which is that little it's a blue S up there at the top left, you guys can see. I'm going to zoom up. Now right now it's set to freehand. Okay, that's what I want to use. So I'm going to start, I basically want to trace just the edge of this gun. Now the cool thing about Procreate is if you're used to Photoshop, you can lift your pencil off of the tablet and it still keeps your lasso going. With Photoshop, if you lift up your hand, then the selection closes, which is really not good. So, but I'm going to keep on drawing. Now the other thing you can do here is you can draw straight lines with the lasso tool just by clicking. So if you see, I'm clicking around the image here and it's creating straight lines. So it actually mixes, if you're used to Photoshop, it mixes the straight line like polygonal lasso with the freehand lasso, which is awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this off and click on the end of that selection. That's how that works. Is I'm going to click on that little circle there up there at the top. You see it right here? When I get ready to close it, just click on that. That'll close it there. So I'm going to zoom out some. Well, now I can switch to my transform tool. Now I'm going to keep it on magnetic because I just want to change the size. Then I can grab a corner and make that larger. Right? Now I still have that on underneath, so I can turn that off. But now obviously I'd want to go in and change other things, but just to give you guys an example of how that can be done. And we'll talk more about the automatic mode of selection a little bit later when we get into some of our coloring. We'll talk about the automatic mode. So a couple of other things that, to me, it took me a while to figure this out, is how the lasso tool works, because I was really used to Photoshop, and it really doesn't work quite the same way. So I'm going to zoom up here, and let's make a new layer, and just paint something, so we got something to look at. And I'm going to click my freehand lasso tool. Now, I'm just going to make a selection here, like say half of this, and close it. Now, if I want to add to this selection, it's just a matter of doing it again. That was the one thing that I was surely thought that I was missing something, but it really is that simple. So I can just add to this selection. And as long as I click that little icon at the end, it will add to that. Now, if you want to remove items from your selection, start the selection, but don't close it yet. Okay, you can see it's still open. Now come down here to the bottom, and there's a little line right next to that plus sign. And that removes the selection. Okay. And if I want to go back to adding, I can just go back to closing it again. And then to remove, make a selection, don't close it, hit that minus sign. Okay. That's how it works with Procreate. Now there's also an inverse selection, so I don't want to get too in-depth in this right now, but let's just say that for now I want to color inside the selection. So I can paint, and you can see that it's contained by that selection. Sorry. And if I want to get back to my selection, I just hold down that blue S again. And I'm going to click this strange little symbol down here. It's right next to the X at the bottom. It sort of looks like a plus sign that's like broken. If you click that, it inverts the selection, and now it only lets me, whoops, back up. Now I'm only painting outside of it. So that's very, very useful. We're going to use that a little bit later, but I wanted to kind of touch on that to you guys. And if you ever want to bring your selection bar at the bottom back up, this is something else that wasn't obvious to me when I started. Hold down that little blue selection thing up there at the top left, that button, and that'll bring those options back up for you. So selection tool does lots of really cool stuff. Again, we're going to dive more into that a little bit later, but that's the basics. So moving on.